Every week I get asked about swim ponds. How can I turn my existing pond, or even a natural dam, into something I can actually swim in? It's a good question, but before you start digging or plumbing, it's worth asking yourself, what are your expectations? Do you want crystal clear water, no mud underfoot, or just healthy, safe water to cool off in? So before we get into it, if you don't already know me, my name is Kev, and the aim of my channel is to help people build and maintain a pond without spending a fortune. If that sounds like something that interests you, you might like to subscribe and visit my website ozponds.com. When I was a kid, I'd swim in anything that held water, from tiny inflatable pools to muddy farm dams with cows watching nearby. But swimming ponds have exploded in popularity because they look natural and they feel alive. There's just something about swimming in living water. It's soft, it's vibrant, and you come out feeling re-energized. There's no single way to build a swim pond because there's no single way to filter water. So your first step is to set clear expectations. What do you want the pond to look and feel like? What's the area that you're working with? And what's your budget? Some of the incredible swim ponds that you see on YouTube or Instagram are professionally installed, and they're going to come with six-figure or more price tags. For comparison, I'm a DIY guy, and my own dream pond cost 10,000 Aussie dollars, and about 6,600 of that was just the liner and an underlayment, and the rest went into rocks, plumbing, pumps, and aeration. The thing is if you use a liner, you've got much more control. You can fill it with tap water, rainwater, or another clean source you trust. But with a natural unlined pond, you're at the mercy of the water that fills it. It could be pristine or loaded with nutrients and pollutants. And let's be honest, most of us instinctively know when water isn't safe to swim in. It looks off, smells off, or it just gives you that yeah, nah feeling, and it's best avoided. So if you want good water quality and safety, you need to have good filtration. And yes, even if you don't plan on keeping fish, you still need a large filter system. For me, a bog filter is my go-to. It's natural, reliable, and easy to maintain once it's established. But it's not the only way, and there are many systems that can work. This is just what I know best. The main thing is that the filter needs to match the size and circulation rate of your pond. When it comes to moving water, most places have strict rules that say no electricity inside a body of water meant for swimming, which is a pretty good rule. That means you'll be relying on external pumps or dry-mounted submersibles. You can also use air pumps to circulate water, but if you do, your filter will need to sit at or very close to water level. Some clever builders have managed to use air pumps to lift the water to a higher level, so feel free to do more research or experiment if that's something that interests you. So you always want to check those local rules, and that includes for fencing and other safety requirements. Even if it's not mandatory, it still might be worth adding a fence if it helps you sleep better at night. No one wants accidents, especially around water. And then there's the big scary one that always comes up, the brain-eating amoeba. It sounds terrifying, and it kind of is, but let's put it in perspective. It can survive in any fresh water between 25 degrees Celsius and 45 degrees Celsius. An infection happens when contaminated water goes up your nose. It is extremely rare, and according to Google, between 1962 and 2024, 167 people in the US were infected, but it is almost always fatal. So if you live in a warm climate, you can reduce the risk by using UV sterilizers. They kill it in small doses. You'll also want to avoid stagnant or very slow moving water, and you want to keep strong filtration and circulation. Chlorine will also kill it, but that sort of defeats the point of a natural swim pond. Personally for me, living in a cool, temperate climate, it's not something I lose sleep over. I guess at the end of the day, every activity carries risks. Planes crash, ladders fall, and sometimes ponds grow things that we don't like. Only you can decide your own tolerance for risk. The cleaner you keep your filters and the more consistently you maintain them, the cleaner your water will be. In a well-designed system, nature does most of the work. That's what I love about it. The water stays pretty clean on its own, and the more I stir things up, the better it tends to get, though it can look a bit messy after a long winter of neglect. There's always going to be organic material decomposing inside any pond, so some debris is normal. Deeper ponds will help because debris stays down low, out of sight, and can't be stirred up as easily. Occasionally when temperatures change, gases can lift it up, but if your circulation and filtration are dialed in, it'll get pulled over into the filters. So if I had a natural pond and wanted to make it suitable for swimming, here's what I'd do. First, I'll set my expectations realistically. I know I'm never going to control a natural pond like I would a small lined one. It's pretty safe to say that the water will take on a brownish hue from all the decomposing plant material, and that's normal, but it's not unhealthy. It's also possible that I'm going to have to deal with clay particles that will make the water look cloudy. These are hard to settle out because they repel each other, so even good filters struggle. You can use a flocculant to clump them together, or you might choose to use a geotextile fabric in key areas like entry points to stop clay from mixing with the water. To make it comfortable and easy to get in and out of, I might add some rocks, a gentle slope, or even steps where I get in and out. Some people love between their toes, but others hate it. If I have a really healthy budget, I'm going to add an intake bay for surface debris and a bog filter for biological cleaning. I'll probably also include extra aeration and jets to keep things moving along. But that's going to get expensive really fast. In most cases, I'm more likely to just add a decent sized aerator and lots of plants around the edges of the pond. This should help improve the ecology inside the pond, and over time that's going to impact on the water quality. So in most cases, if you want a really nice, clean swimming pond, it's going to be easier and cheaper to build a smaller lined swimming pond beside the natural one, something you can fully control and enjoy every day. So that's my take on swim ponds. Just start by being clear on what you want, filter and circulate the water well, and embrace the natural variations that come with living water. You can find all my pond builds and filtration setups and guides at ozponds.com, and if you want to design your own low maintenance pond, whether it's for fish, frogs or swimming, check out my Pond Formulas blueprint. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. See ya.